She just gave me a grade. This is so weird. Oh, are good for tests? Because I'm so freaking tired. But this is my last class. 10 kilograms of clay. Hello, so today I'm going to be vlogging my whole week of going into mid-20s. I do only have a 3-day school week, but I do have 2 classes for Tuesdays, Mondays, and then I have 1 class on Thursday, but I also have 2 asynchronous classes. So that's why I still be doing work even though I don't have any classes scheduled for the day. I feel so alone like in this department because like everyone that I know around my age are like already like in their professions, married. I don't know, like everyone just be like doing their own thing. Everyone has their own journey, and I feel like my journey has always been very different. I know like 90% of people in this planet don't really know what they're doing anyways. In my thought, as long as I work really hard towards like my goals and stuff like that, I'm fine. I'll be okay. Being back in school recently has like inspired me to do like art again and all that stuff. That's my thoughts. I've always been like an artist in my core soul like since I was a child. Anyways, I just made some cereal. It's currently 9 a.m. and I just made some cereal. My first class starts at 10:30 a.m. and it's called professional practice. We're gonna be practicing on how to be professional. Okay, so oh my god, everything's a mess. Okay, I'm an online student through and through, but since the beginning of the semester, which was literally 2 weeks ago, my favorite professor decided to be like, okay, it's not her fault, I'm sorry. My favorite professor, arguably not the most like omega best teacher ever, right? But she helps you enough to like kind of get where you're going. But she's also like my favorite because like I look forward to seeing her every day, and like I just love her stories and like her yapathons, and she always makes me feel very safe. I was devastated when I heard that she's ill and that she will be taking, I don't know if it's the whole semester, 2 months, I really don't know, off. So I have substitutes, and one of them is like a professor I had last semester. So and then I have another professor who I just met, and he seems really kind, so I'm grateful, very grateful. But yeah, so I'm assuming in professional practice, we're just gonna be like having prompts for like products to make. We make the products and we have to present it. And later on, I have a group assignment in that class, and I'm like terrified because in one of my asynchronous classes, if you don't know what asynchronous is basically there's no schedule. You figure it out when you have the time, but there are due dates and you have to make sure you have stuff in that time. So you're not really interacting with your teacher at all. And my first asynchronous class was English last year, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what's happening 90% of the time. Got like no feedback. When I say no feedback, she just gave me a grade with no feedback. So I'm just like, how am I supposed to improve? I don't understand. Anyways, I just got it. I got through that class anyways, and I got an A. So, but I do have English again, and it's also asynchronous, and I'm like, girl. But I think my professor this semester is a lot better because she seems a lot more like put together. Oh yeah, so today I have professional practice class, and this is my first class. Week 3, my first class. Our substitute already was like a couple days ago was like, I'm excited to see what you guys have done. Girl, we didn't even have class yet. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know what's happening. But I also have a 3D class later today. My first class for that class was last week, week 2. I'm supposed to be drawing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We're gonna be sculpting 3D heads with clay. I'm supposed to already have like my sketch mostly done, and I haven't done it, so that's why we're early. It's time to do some work. And then later this week, on Friday, I'm going to be going to my campus for the first time. And guess what? My campus is also the school that they filmed Degrassi in. And I've never watched Degrassi, but I remember growing up, my friends were like really obsessed with Degrassi. The only thing I know about Degrassi is that it's Canadian and Drake was in it. And he was in a wheelchair. It's really sad because my campus is actually closed now. So there's no classes there anymore because they're getting rid of the building. Which is really sad. They're getting rid of the building. It's gonna be my first time, and I'm gonna be going there to pick up clay because my professor's like, and I want free clay, and I need 5 kilograms of clay and then armature for this class. I was like, I need this clay. I don't want to buy $100 worth of clay. So we're gonna be heading there on Friday with Joy, and I offered to help her like make the packages for all the students that are coming. So we're gonna be doing that on Friday. Saturday, I'm going on a trip and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I'm actually going to Buffalo. It's gonna be my first time. Anyways, I'm gonna do homework now. Talked about Robert Munch. I love Robert Munch and Love You Forever. Best freaking book ever. Hello. So I'm done my first class of the day. It is currently 12:40. My next class is at 1:30 and I learned how to be professional today. So I'm actually a little bit ahead because I had already did my research part before class because I thought we needed it and I was scared. And then we're just talking about like children's illustration, and she was talking about resources you can do, having like an art business and stuff like that, because that's what this class is about. And like later on we're gonna have to like do a group assignment on like creating something for a client. While we had class, since I already had done my research, I was doing work for my other class, and as I mentioned, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I think I'm also gonna do my makeup. I don't know if I'm gonna film a video. I have like video ideas for my anime channel that I have written down, and I've planned for like some YouTube shorts. Yeah, I think I will film like speedrun film those. Joy and I are unwinding and we're playing All You Can Eat. Look at it! Yeah! It's currently, what time is it? Summertime. 7:38. We actually played like up to like World 3 of the original Overcooked, and we 3-starred most of them, which I'm like, wow. Even like the hard ones that we did not even expect to 3-star. I'm gonna take a nap. I think I'm like really tired. I didn't really get that much sleep like the last couple days. So I'm gonna take a nap, and then after I nap, I'm gonna watch this basketball documentary with Jom Jom, The Last Dance, and we watched like the first part yesterday. He wants to watch another one later, so I want to take a nap. Bye! Hello, it's currently 2:40 a.m. I woke up like 3 hours ago. So all I'm gonna do right now is just like prep one of my assignments for tomorrow, because I have to have like concept sketches ready and I have not done that. And also a color palette, and I struggle with color palettes, so I'm gonna like try to do that. I'm also gonna transfer all my footage from today onto my computer and maybe edit a little bit. But yeah, then once I'm done, I'm gonna go back to bed, and then we're gonna do all of this again tomorrow. Okay, it is currently 6 a.m. for my perfect square assignment. This is just a sketch, it's not even the real thing, but my distorted square. Also I'm gonna go to bed now because I have class at 9:30. Which time? Tuesday. 8:43. Imagine I had to do like in-person school, like I would freaking die. I have my cereal and my coffee. When I was doing this, I did not expect to spend 3 hours on just these are just sketches. It's the end of the class and we're supposed to show our videos, and I'm like, you can see my shaking because I'm nervous, but it's not a big deal. I'm like, literally, look how freaking sunny it is today. This is just one of those days where my schedule is like, you're just gonna be in the cave all day, so then I don't get to enjoy the sun the whole day because I finish class at like 4:30, and that's like basically when the sun basically goes down. So I start at sunrise and I end at sunset, so it's really sad, but I'm just gonna stay here until class at 1:30. All we did in Blender, let me show you guys. guess. Not that much. I could use Blender to edit, but I'm not gonna use it to edit. You know what I mean? But it's a good free option for people who need it. And it makes sense since we're gonna be doing 3D design in Blender to know how to edit in Blender. Because what if you make like an animation on Blender? This is just what it looks like. And it's funny because like I have this open, literally Final Cut Pro on my Mac, but there's that. So it's currently 1:11, make a wish. And I start class in like 15 minutes. I just gotta speed eat. Do you want to say hi to my vlog? She doesn't want to say hi to my vlog. My class ended. It is currently 4:17. Jom called me, and then my teacher was also talking at the same time, and I was like, I cannot understand anybody right now. No, nothing is being processed in this brain of mine. But then I presented my other work that I did in like 5 minutes, and then I handed it in. Hello, it's currently 5:55 and I'm gonna take a nap because I'm so freaking tired. I finished editing my video and I posted it on YouTube. Oh, I have to water my plants. They're like agua right now and I feel really bad later. Look at my shirt, it's a gremlin. Also, gonna journal. I didn't journal yet for today, but I do have thoughts. Good morning. I woke up like an hour ago, but it's currently almost 7 a.m., but it's 6:50 a.m. I woke up an hour ago, and now I'm scanning some of these pages for my YouTube short. But I'm stupid. I freaking ripped this by accident. I'm just going to be using it to reference photos because I kind of just talk about some of the fun facts in my video. I have my drawing class and I always really look forward to my drawing class because in my opinion it's the most fun. It's really easy and I think it's really therapeutic to just like be able to draw for 3 hours. This week we're working on our character designs and I have my character from last semester and I was like, can I use this character again? And she was like, yeah. And he's a little robot guy that I made for a short story I've been wanting to work on. So that's my character. So all I need is my paper. Okay, I'll rip it off first and then I'll fold it. I think that this is the paper we're going to be using. This is my last class of the week. English and my film class I gotta do work on still, but this is my last class of the week. Last semester I think I had drawing class on the Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. So all I need is tape, my ruler, and I also need my pencil case. This is my pencil case for my sketch stuff. Look how short these are compared to these pencils, which I like never used. Like you can see how much I used it. Okay, so my class is over. Let me show you guys a little update on my... This is 3 views. I need another paper, but I'll do that another time because it's due next week. My plants need water. I have my bowl here of very good things. This is Sexy Plant Juice. It is like a mixture of neem oil, castile soap, and water, and a little bit of alcohol. This is a diluted alcohol mixture, and this is 1/4 hydrogen peroxide and 3/4 water. So these are good for pests. So I have my bowl. We will be bottom watering. I have a skewer here. So this is what I use to test the moisture levels in the soils. I stab this and then I just wait a bit, and then if I stab it out, if there's like soil stuck to it, if it's wet, that means it's still wet and I don't need to water it. But if it's like bone dry, it's freaking time, girl. I have my plant food here. I use this for like all of my plants and it's like fine. 32 ounces of water into this bowl, 7 drops of this. That is all. That's quite literally it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. this leaf is really weird, so I'm gonna cut her off. Don't want that to spread to the other leaves. But I do wanna chop her at the top. I'm gonna restart her because she's struggling. Everything will be okay because she will grow again. I'm just debating if I should just cut her from this leaf with this leaf or just these two leaves because there's one growing. This one's also growing one. Okay, I'm gonna wait till she drinks up her water. So maybe when I come back from the trip. Hello, it's currently 8:03 a.m. and I'm getting ready. We have to leave at 8:45. So I have 45 minutes to get ready. I already woke up Joy, but Joy gets ready faster than me. And we're just leaving early because we want to go around the mall and stuff. And I also want to take pictures of her for my visual story assignment. I really wonder what's going to happen. My teacher actually gave me her number. So if I am lost, I will definitely contact her. Or if the security guard doesn't let me in because I don't have a school ID card, that could be a problem. Apparently it's like really cold outside right now. So I'm kind of worried about that because we have to take the train. But I'm sure that everything will be alright. Also, something that I've been thinking about is like, how are people able to do so many things in one day? I do a lot, but I feel like I don't do a lot like compared to other people, and I'm just like, how? And by doing a lot, I mean like also going out, doing things with people. Thoughts, you know,
Can we hang out sometime? I'm living 2 feet behind my eyes, and everything that I have tried, a million ways to stay the same, but I've got an axe to grind, a voice I have yet to find, songs I cannot transcribe, and I can't really play or stay in time. Whatever I do, I fall behind. Now we're a crew of 4 or 5, and when the whole room and world unwinds, I know we'll be fine.
Okay, I'm back from my trip. It was a long freaking day. We left at around 9:30, I think, and it is 6:33 and I'm just back. Only spent 2 hours there and it was fun. It was really interesting. I met some of like the people I've interacted with a lot online, and it's so trippy to see everyone in person. I only saw like not even 10% of my class. A lot of people live really far away or like in different provinces. These were only the people that lived in the GTA area and were able to come down. But it was such an interesting time, and seeing my professor was really interesting. As I mentioned, one of my professors got sick and she was like my favorite girly, and I just wrote her a get well soon card, and then I sent it to my other professor so she can pass it on because they're like best friends. So I hope she will be okay, and like I just wanted to write that everyone's thinking about her and that we're okay, not to worry, that we still love and miss her, and she brings so much happiness to us, and it's really important for her to take care of herself. I'll give a haul of the things that we got. I actually got like extra stuff because my professor was like, because you guys are here and are helping me, I will give you some more things. I have a freaking blaring headache and I have to still pack for Buffalo tomorrow, and I'm losing my mind. Like my head hurts so bad. I wish I took more videos of like the campus, but like I felt so like awkward and shy. And there was actually a lot of students there, not a lot like how a school would be, but there was students trickling in, and it was really interesting because it's journalism there, there's arts, music. It's like if you watch Victorious, if Victorious was a school, that was that campus. It was just all arts. I know we have Oakland University, which is a bigger school, I would say, which is literally a school for arts, but this campus was so cute. There's like a ramp that goes inside and it's all bright. There was like a video room with like where you can rent cameras and stuff like that. I helped my professor get play and like transfer onto a cart. She's like, you're strong, right? I'm like, yes, sure, surely. So I have a 3D sculpting class and we need a lot of clay. So she gave everybody 10 kilograms of clay. And she said that you probably will need all of it. And I was like, okay, girl, thanks. So me and Joy split it because imagine carrying 10 kilograms of clay all the way home. And it took us like 2 hours to get to the campus. But this is 10 kilograms of clay. It's huge. Our main tool that we're going to use. And then there's another tool. And then I have 2 other tools. This is the armature. We're supposed to build this. And I was like, bitch, how am I gonna freaking drill this? How is everyone else that didn't get this gonna make it? And then you put like newspaper or like tinfoil on top, and then you can sculpt the head with the clay that we have. She also was like, because I like you guys, she gave this to my ate Rosany, me, and a guy named Josh. This is a heavy duty glue gun. She also gave me, what is this? Eraser cleaner. Never had this before. And I'm convinced she just found this randomly and was like, I'm gonna just give them. And then this is Willow charcoal. I've used this in art class before, but she's like, this is good quality. But yeah, that's everything we got downtown. Also, while we were in the subway, Joe was carrying this and like dead ass, she was like, Ate, like, what if it breaks? I was like, yeah, it's fine. It freaking broke. It freaking broke. Yeah, that's my haul. Now I can make weird 3D things for fun. The school is so interesting. Like, even like the security guard was like a character. She had a story, and like how there's so many people there that like knew my professor, and everyone's like, hey, like the staff and stuff. Like, it's such a nice community, and I think that's what I really like about school, the community aspect. You know, it's also hard. It's very hard to get there. Like, if I had to go there every single day, I 110% I know I would struggle a lot.
You're everything I'm thinking of from time to time and dust to dust. Whenever there's a lull between the void, you feel the silence languid on the couch. Think I need to figure this one out. I'm lost beneath your cloud. Can I keep my 2 feet on the ground? Wake me, I'll love you tomorrow. You leave me breathless and hollow. Lately, I tough pill to swallow, but I'll try to compose. I could be
Hello. So I'm back home after a long freaking day. My whole body is sore from walking so fast because we got lost at the mall. Also, it was so interesting because at one point at the mall, Jerome wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, and I wanted to go to Hobby Lobby too because it's like a Michaels, but it's like biggest Michaels I've ever seen in my life. It was huge. And he wanted to see the model kits that they had there, but it wasn't in the mall that we were at. It was like across the street. And then he asked one girl, and then she said that it was like a 10-minute walk. And then the other guy we randomly ran into because we were looking at the map. He was like, oh, do you guys need help? Yeah, we just wanted to know where Hobby Lobby was and like how to get there. And he was like, do you have a car? And we're like, no, we're in a bus tour. We have to walk. And he was like, well, I'll show you the really, really fast way to get there. He brought us to like the washroom area, and then behind the washroom there was like a door, and then we walked out through like this back room area outside, like basically to the back of the mall. And he was like, it's just across the street, it's just right there. And we're like, what? So then it was really sus because we're just blindly following this man, but then he actually ended up helping us. And when we went back, the door was unlocked and it says like employees only, do not enter, blah blah blah. And we just went through anyways because we're like, we're not gonna walk 10 minutes around the whole mall. So we were like, we'll just do it. I think it's a local shortcut that people know. And there are other customers that went through that way too. And we're like, that's so funny. So yeah, that's what happened. Overall, the tour was really fun and I actually personally enjoyed it. I think everyone that we interacted with in the US side, it being workers or just like random locals, everyone was really nice in general. So I think that was like really cool. That cake. Numbers. Ketchup chips. But it's not as strong.
Is that ketchup?
Yeah. Hello, it is 12:10. Yesterday was literally a potato day. I did one singular video, but I just really needed to catch up on sleep because I didn't have sleep or much sleep for like the last couple days, but now I'm like rejuvenated. Today I'm just gonna be doing homework. I have English due today. I have professional practice assignment due tomorrow, and also my 3D design drawings tomorrow. So I'm just gonna be doing my English. It's just a draft for an essay, and then like some readings and stuff. Oh, and I've been eating some of the ketchup chips. Actually pretty good. It actually tastes like ketchup. There are Lay's ketchup chips that we have are like Ruffles, and it doesn't really taste like ketchup. Like the flavor is too much and there's like too much vinegar in it, and it's like really sour, and like sometimes it just don't really be tasting like ketchup, but this tastes like ketchup. Alpha Buzz here. We're going to end the week with journaling. Super chill week, obviously. Didn't do a whole lot. Does that annoy you guys that this is like all uneven? Blank page for more thoughts. Documenting this week was really interesting because I don't really realize how many things I do in a week. It's kind of interesting to kind of like look at it in a perspective. I did a lot of shorts this week. I went on 2 adventures, had all my classes. Low-key, one assignment is late, but we don't talk about her. Also, I was like really proud of myself going downtown. For my animation class, I actually have an assignment called Visual Story, and in that assignment I have to make a story from like pictures and stuff. So then the whole time I was vlogging, I was actually taking shots for my visual story assignment. So we were killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So in that, well, this vlog you're gonna see the clips, but it's actually gonna be like not really stop motion animation, but like kind of like that. I think it's important to remember the things you do every day, or well, it's good to like live in the moment, and sometimes you don't really have to record every single thing, remember every single task. So I feel like that does get really overwhelming, but I think it's important to give yourself credit. I feel like I tend to forget and give myself credit for the things I do every day, and it makes me feel like I'm not doing enough every day, and that can be kind of toxic. I feel like if perfectionists saw my journal, they would hate me. It's very not orderly. I just don't really have the time to make everything perfect and orderly, so I just have to mentally let go of that thought. I would probably never touch this again because I think it would feel so overwhelming. Bus transfer from the station that my school campus is located at. I love having bus transfers even though I never need them anymore because I use a Presto card. But it's just like really nice physical proof. And I hope they never replace it. I don't think they could because some people, especially tourists for example, pay with cash still. Cute. Some silly stamps and some silly stickers. Oh yeah, Joss gave me new stickers. Should I use one? I'm thinking of this Cicada one. We shall use her. I feel like there should be like themes and stuff, but I'm not very good at like designing like that. Here's the spread. She's done. Okay, that's the end of this weekly vlog. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I just wanted to end with like my journal spread because I was filling it out throughout the week. It's just nice to reflect at the end of the week and like print out the pictures, put the stickers and the finishing touches, any like reflecting moments as well. I think it's just good to end off the week like that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this whole video. It was really fun to make, and I think it was really interesting to just show my life. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!